Consistently profit.
Consistently profit. I mean,
Have you been called a fraud?
Oh, what?
I like the way he has like, you consistently profitable. He's trying to like be serious or something. You're consistently profitable.
100%.
Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction video, so make sure you stay tuned, and I'm going to start playing the video.
If you're a billionaire, why sell a course?
Okay. Hi, today we're talking about Fubu's. This is episode 2. We're just going to call the last video episode 1. Even though I meant it as a one-off, I just kept finding these fake gurus, and I decided to dedicate a series to these people that seem to be everywhere on the internet, and I can't, it just makes me so angry watching these people scam people out of their money, because that...
Okay, so the video, as a mother guess, the title, it says Fake Guru number 2, Rickey. So, basically he made this video to say that Rickey is a scam, so he made this video to prove why Rickey is a scam. So I'm gonna react to it and see. It's a very controversial video. If you look at the like and the dislike proportion, it's like half the people agree with what the video poster posted and half of them did not. So I'm just gonna see what this video is all about and trying to figure out like what side am I gonna be on after watching the video.
Make no mistake, that is what Rickey Gutierrez is doing. So let's hop into what he's doing real quick.
2690, we're getting to my other screen that natural gas is continuously getting
Right
rejected.
now,
I'm in a little bit over $30,000.
Okay, so he's a day trader, and he's gonna teach you how to day trade. That's his whole shtick. So why am I upset about this? By the way, he's got a really loyal following. So if you guys are a fan of Rickey Gutierrez, you're listening to this. Don't write a comment just yet. Just consider for a second.
Alright, first of all, he said don't write a comment. People usually like to do the opposite. So if you say don't write a comment, more than likely people are going to want to write a comment. So I bet you he got a tons of comments because he just said that.
If he's actually lying about this stuff, and he's asking you to pay money for a course, which we'll get to in a second, is that wrong? Is it wrong to lie about something and then sell a course about something you've lied about? I think it is. So I'm going to try to demonstrate that, and then if at the end of the video you think that I haven't done a good enough job, then you can post your comment. But I ask you to withhold your thoughts for just 1 second, okay? So let's talk about Rickey's claims, okay? Rickey is a day trader teacher, basically. You can buy a course called Learn, Plan, Profit, and he's also got a free Facebook group that operates sort of as a sales funnel into the Learn, Plan, Profit, which is his private course. Okay, so let's talk about what you can expect from Learn, Plan, Profit, and sort of under Rickey's tutelage, what you can expect to make.
Just to get right into it, the goal, $100 a day. $5,000 to make $100 a day. That's a goal of 2% growth daily.
Okay, so here's where he's setting up this hypothetical. And here's where he's going to say oh, actually, I think this is aggressive. He's constantly saying what a conservative investor he is. Okay, so we'll get to that.
Right? Can probably aim for a $100 a day goal. When it comes down to my approach, I'm much more conservative, meaning that I like to be very realistic when it comes down to setting goals for myself.
Okay, so that's key. Rickey calls himself a conservative investor. And to be clear, 2% return daily is insanely aggressive, okay? But it gets a little confusing.
I don't think that's insanely aggressive. There's probably some strategies that you can use. I think you can make more than 2% returns, but also the drawdown is going to be huge. So it's possible, but there's a downside to it at the same time.
When we talk about what Rickey sees as conservative.
How important it is to set realistic goals. Do I think that you should actually set a goal of 2% a day? Probably not. A 1 to 1.5% goal, I think, is much more realistic.
Okay, he just said a 1 to 1.5% goal is a realistic benchmark for one of his students to hit when they're starting out. With let's say a principal of 5,000, they should be able to hit a 1% daily goal. 1 to 1.5%. Now, let's talk about what that actually means, okay? So like, let's say I set up like a little sample thing. Don't get confused, I'll explain it. This is what you're starting with.
Like, you can tell that he's prepared. He has like a spreadsheet, the numbers, the date, the growth rate, annual is return. Now, he's prepared to make this video. I like that. I like the preparation, man. Good job.
This is what your daily growth is. Here's your days, and then here's what you have at the end of each day, okay? And then this is your annualized return, what you're making over the year. What's really important is just to know what he's actually proposing as a realistic goal. So let's do 1%, right? Let's just say conservative. Let's be conservative with Rickey and say you can make 1% every single day trading. That's a conservative estimate, okay? So let's see what we have. Oh, our returns are really good. By the end of 365 days, if you can do that, you have taken your money from $5,000 to now you have $188,000 in 1 year, okay? Rickey says that's conservative. I would say that's insane and impossible. That is an annualized return of 365%. Let's put that into perspective. The average return of the S&P 500, an index fund, a great index fund, the average return is 9.8% over the last 90 years. For 2017, it was 9.7%. It hovers around that 7 to 10% range, okay? Rickey is telling you that 2% daily is way too extreme, but 1% is a conservative estimate.
I don't think like comparing his estimate returns to the S&P is, I don't know, man. That was
is bonkers. If you could make 1% every day with even $5,000, every single hedge fund on Wall Street would be beating down your doors to try to find out your special sauce. Okay, that's just a fact. If we consider that the S&P makes 9% per year, then that means that the S&P is making 40 times less money than a conservative estimate by Rickey. To be clear, this is what Rickey calls a conservative, achievable goal by someone who trades in penny stocks. To be very clear, or stock.
I don't think he trades penny stocks. I watched, I think, a few of his videos, and I don't think he trades penny stocks. But
in general, using his tactic, consistently making 40 times what the S&P 500 makes. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous, the claims that he's making. And by the way, the thing is that he's not backing these up with facts. Where are the broker statements? Where is the proof? If you're going to say that you're making, that your students can make 40%, 40 times with the S&P 500.
That's a good point. I think having like a broker statement and all that kind of stuff can really help. Showing the proof, that can really help. But that's a good point that he made.
Producing, if you're going to say that you're making this much times more than what the S&P 500 is making, where's the evidence? Where are the broker statements? He has yet to produce a broker statement, and the reason for that is because there are none. It is a fraud. And look, I know what you're thinking. If he's saying goals, he doesn't mean that you can hit this consistently. He's obviously saying should be your target, not what you're going to hit every day. There's no way this guy says you can do this consistently, right?
Again, we're trying to talk about $100 a day consistently.
Consistently. He is actually meaning 1% consistently every day.
Not just from time to time.
Not just from time to time. No. With Rickey, it's consistent.
My goal on a weekly basis is 10 to 15%. And I
think that definition of like consistency, because there's no like 100% accuracy when it comes to like trading, things like that. There's always going to be a drawdown. You're gonna sometimes maybe have like 5% drawdown. Some days you might have like 10% to the upside. So maybe when he's saying consistency, he's meaning that way, having like considering that, but just consistently 1% every single day.
Been doing this for years. For me, I normally trade with about $25,000. So that means my average is about $2,500 in return on a weekly basis.
Okay, so he does 10 to oh my gosh. So he does, let's say, just 10%, over, 7. So he is averaging 1.43% growth. So he's looking at 500% return. So Rickey is telling you that he makes a consistent 1.43% growth because he averages 10 to 15%, which means he gets 500%. If you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you. The great Warren Buffett, the person people point to say...
He said Warren Buffett. He's going to start comparing it to Warren Buffett.
That no, you can indeed beat the market consistently, has only been able to double the S&P 500. He's gotten
Warren
a
Buffett.
yearly average return of 21%, which is incredible, and he should go down in the history books for that. Actually, Warren's not as good as we all thought. Actually, Rickey's doing 24 times better than Warren. That's how much better Rickey v. Warren is. So, just to give you an idea. And look, you might be asking yourself, why are you spending time
Put it on the spreadsheet,
on this
man.
guy, like debunking him? Okay. The problem is he's preying on the Dunning-Kruger effect of when people are bad at investing in stocks, okay? The Dunning-Kruger effect is when you're unskilled and unaware of it, you have trouble recognizing the fact that you don't know anything. And so when Rickey comes in and he talks about these great returns you're going to have, or, the resistance line and the support line and all these chart metrics, people just buy into it and they think, oh, I'm actually getting good at something. Their confidence is going up, when in reality, they don't see ahead of them that they're a total beginner and a total amateur. And the things that Rickey is saying you can do with this advice that he's giving is untrue. There is no consistent way to beat the market. And so any claims that Rickey's making that he has some consistent strategy.
He said that there's no consistent way to beat the market. Why are there like hedge funds, or why are there people out there that trade every year? I don't think he meant to say that. Let me just give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's trying to say that Rickey cannot make consistent. He doesn't have a strategy, but there are other people that have a strategy. Maybe Rickey has a strategy. Who knows?
Is just false. You might be telling yourself, maybe he's just a lucky guy, and maybe he is smarter than the rest of us. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Why would he lie to me? Well, because he's profiting from lying to you. So, Rickey runs a course called Learn, Plan, Profit. He charges $300 for his lessons. And he says, let's see what he says in the Learn, Plan, Profit thing, because let's see what his claims are.
In the next 45 seconds, I will show you how I've taught over 60,000 of our members to trade in the stock market successfully.
Okay, that's the thing. That's why I'm making this video. He's saying he's teaching thousands of traders to achieve consistent growth in the stock market with his approach. That's absolutely wrong. He's never produced any brokerage statement that's proved that he's made the returns he says he's made. And those are the things he's promising to give you. I mean, he's building his whole course.
Hey, he said he had thousands of people, so the people are backing him up. Because you can clearly see this video has like more than thousands of likes, like 2-point-something likes. So, hey, you know what? I think he's doing something right.
On the fact that he's this super successful trader with 500% returns. He said it.
I mean, dislikes because they support him. The likes are the people that who are saying that Rickey is a scam.
He's saying he's consistently making 10 to 15% weekly. That's 500% yearly, buddy. Where is the proof? And by the way, my favorite part is that Rickey can't seem to understand that why anyone would hate him. He's absolutely baffled why anyone would hate him.
One of my biggest pet peeves, and it's just something that I'm not comfortable with. It's something that I've never been comfortable with. But people go out of the way to try to discredit me because I sell a course. Because other people have been, scammed, that they think automatically because I'm young, because I invest in the stock market, and because I show my sports cars, that it's a sham.
No, Rickey. People think it's a scam because you're promising returns that are 24 times Warren Buffett's returns? That's why they're calling you a scam. It's not because...
Now maybe like he has fancy cars or his house, that does not automatically, put him in this sector of a scammer. but the point that he made makes sense. The point that Rickey made makes sense. And also the point that the coffee break guy made
for your
makes
cars,
sense.
and it's not because you're young, and it's not because you did well in the stock market. You got some learning to do, bud. You need to open your ears up a little bit.
Right? People will automatically
Open your
try
ears.
to discredit you when they see someone doing well.
No. People will discredit you when you make claims that are not true to profit off people who can't afford it. And this is the thing, is like, Rickey can't seem to get the fact that if you were a millionaire and you could make these insane returns consistently like he says he could, then you'd have no need to sell a course. And Loft, Andrew Hales has a hilarious interview with this guy where he tries to get to this question and he never gets an answer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds sketchy.
Yeah, so I want your opinion.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about courses?
Common sense would say, like, if you're a millionaire and you're doing great, then why bother selling a course?
Exactly.
Okay. What's your response to that?
Okay, so I was someone that, like, if you were
I don't want to go over his whole interview. I just want to show you where Loft or Andrew Hales keeps questioning why this guy would not offer it for free.
Yeah.
Got all his cars on his Instagram.
cars, houses, all that stuff.
Got your page where it looks like every other like get rich quick thing,
100%. So, like,
consistently profit.
consistently profit. I mean,
Have you been called a fraud?
oh, what?
I like the way he has like, you consistently profitable. He's trying to like be serious or something. You're consistently profitable.
100%.
Okay, Ricky.
Yeah.
In 3 sentences or less, if you're a millionaire, why sell a course?
Okay.
I'm linking the interview in the description. So
Alright, hold on. Sometimes when people even ask me, or when people get asked to give specific answer in a very precise and like short manner, you might freeze. So, hey, maybe he froze. So that happens. Maybe he froze at a bad time, but hey, you know what?
if you want, you can go watch Rickey try to stutter through an answer on this one. He just tries to beat around the bush. And there isn't a great answer, because the truth is there is no good reason to make a $300 course if you could make 500% returns, which is what Rickey is saying he's making. That is your fake guru of the week, people. Stay away from him, Rickey Gutierrez. Just a waste of money, a waste of money and a waste of your time, because you shouldn't learn from anybody who's lying. And yes, I'm saying he's lying. I know that seems kind of harsh because we don't have any direct evidence that he's not making 500% a year, but I feel pretty confident. That all Rickey's not making 500%. With Renaissance Technologies only making 70%, with Warren Buffett only making 20% a year, I feel like the odds are in my favor on this one. Have a good week, folks.
Alright guys, so he laid down his facts, he tried to prove it mathematically and all of that using spreadsheets, comparing it to the S&P 500, like Warren Buffett and all of that. But I'm going to tell you what I think after I go through the comment section and seeing the different perspectives. So now let's just go straight into the comment section, guys. Alright guys, as you can see, like this video has like half and half, 2.9k dislikes. Let's see what the comment section is all about, because it's going to be a lot of conflict. I'm assuming you got 2.7k. Wow, look at that. 2.9k, 2.7k. Let's see. So this is the thing that the guy pinned. Let's see. This comment section in a nutshell. French Open. Okay, the French won the prize. Consistency, rich assessment basis. So they didn't take risks, course, so they're done. Okay. Nice investing test, but you forgot to link Rickey's site so I can sign up. I like that, man. I like that. Oh, man. That should be pinned, man. You lost me at 365 trading days in a year. Because that is false. Yeah, you know what? That because the market is not open on Sunday and Saturday. And also on the holidays too, so it's not. You got 71 replies. Same thing. Minor note, you forgot to add the compounding effect so that annualized return would actually be higher. Perhaps you meant to leave it out for the sake of simplicity, but I just wonder. These claims are even crazier than what they showed. You're giving us straight as brain damage. Please never talk about stocks and measure. The dude helped me grow my portfolio just from his free content. It's basic strategy and learning how to use charts. Man, imagine the stock market opening 365 days a year. Dude, the crypto is, so you can do the same thing that you're doing in the crypto world. Bro, trading and investing is a totally different thing. Your assumptions here are based on investing. This guy said, Jesus Christ, trading and investing are completely different beasts. Yeah, it makes sense because comparing it to Warren Buffett and the style of the person's trading is kind of like a different thing. Your 365 value of Rickey's estimate interest is wrong, does not properly take so yeah, people are like hammering on the guy for using 365 day trading. I mean, stock market trades, 365. When you said 365 days, I laughed so hard and just stopped watching your stupid video. Okay, trader, you'll probably be considered a scalper. Try your best to make a little bit. Made 15% on first March trading EP. But he trades live so you can just see it yourself. Huh, interesting. That might copy strike you. Be careful. You just compare a day trader and a long-term stock trader. Okay, now who's getting better returns on a yearly basis? Have you tested the course? Are you really comparing day trading to the growth of the S&P 500? Yeah, that was kind of thing. Why sell the course? He blanks out because even the idea of doing it to help people is outside of his thought process. A real 21st century man. Dan Locke next. Please redo this video with the correct number of trading days in a year. There will be 252 trading days in 2019. Huh. Do Alex. Rickey has tons and tons of free YouTube videos. Why shouldn't you charge for a course if people want to pay? Oh, interesting. He's scamming. Great, bro. He is a... Oh, that's overall the comment section. It's kind of funny. It's interesting. Yeah, guys, make sure I'm going to be doing another reaction video to another video. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a comment on what you think. Is Rickey a scam or not? And I haven't taken his course, or I never did any kind of research upon him, so... But I do watch Fuse. I did watch Fuse's videos. And I watch his videos sometimes, so I'm neutral, you know. I'm not going to say he's legit, or I'm not going to say that he is a scammer, you know. He's just a dude, a normal dude that is helping people, I guess. Yeah, guys, I'll catch you on the next video.